Ellen McCauley at Prayed Out in Syracuse, New York. And we talked about hope for our faith. And that's some easy, I mean, we're pretty good people here. I know all of you, and I think you're darn good people. So I think the hope for your faith is pretty strong. You believe that we're going to see those we love. You believe that Jesus is the Son of God. You believe that he died and was resurrected in his heaven. But do you think you're going to lose any weight? You know? I don't think you have as much hope for that as you do for Jesus. So how do we get that hope? And you know, it's so funny how being overweight and being depressed so often go hand in hand. So it's like that chicken and egg thing. Am I depressed because I'm fat? Or am I fat because I'm depressed? And I often thought, since I started gaining weight at puberty, hormonal and environmental and genetic, I really didn't see it as depressed because I was fat. I think there are people who have that predisposition to depression and anxiety, and they self-medicate with food, and they have a history in their families. You look at certain families, and chunky mom, chunky dad, chunky kids, and that was us. And so I think that I tried everything. I tried anti-anxiety medications, gained weight. I tried antidepressants, gained weight. I tried counseling. I love counseling. I recommend it highly. Oh, man, you're paying them? You talk about yourself? I love it. I learned great things about subjective normalcy and how you think the world should be the way you think it should be, and then other people see it their own way. And I learned great things. But the only thing that really ever helped me, truly helped me, was starting this group. In 2008, I never have taken another antidepressant, another anti-anxiety pill. The faith that has increased in me over the years has helped me. And then the pandemic hit, and I say I was angry, but that anger turned into depression. And then it was more like, I didn't take any pills, I didn't do anything, but I'm just starting to come out of it now. I told you that a couple weeks ago. I'm starting to feel, and you might say, well, if you stop wearing the stupid mask, but I do think we need to be cautious, but we can start to begin, just starting this group again. Last September was a victory. A lot of people are like, are you starting that? Are you sure? I said, we're going to be safe. And it's the best thing I think we did was start it again. So if you think you're hopeless and depressed, you have to say, depression has a bigger effect on weight than weight on depression. And I think if we increase it, now I'm not saying, and please understand, if you have a doctor, a psychiatrist, if you have a medical reason for taking medication, I'm all for it. It just didn't work for me. I'm not saying you don't do it. But if you're not on anything now, and you never were, join me right now in trying to have the hope to tackle our weight and see if it helps with those feelings of depression you might have right now. And then many people, although 7 out of 10 American adults are obese or overweight, fewer of us are trying to lose weight. We've thrown in the towel even before the bathing suit arrives. And you know, it's so true. One of the symptoms of major depressive disorder is hopelessness. The sense that nothing we do will change the circumstances for the better. And you know, I haven't gotten there. I still have hope that I will get back in my size 14 pants. I do. I don't just have hope, I claim it in the name of Jesus and I believe it. So I just need to find what tools I need to do to get there. I really don't want to eat to satisfy my emotional needs because I know it doesn't work. Oh my gosh, it doesn't work. And you know, I'm not saying you can't have a piece of cake on your birthday. You can't, if it works for you to have a couple of treats throughout the week. But if you're like me and you have to be vigilant, then either you are or you're not. Because when I'm not vigilant, I gain weight. when I am vigilant, I can lose weight. All right, we need to have regular exercise to improve our mental as well as our physical health. And you might say, it's winter, Ellen, it's so hard to do exercise in the winter. Then we need to find something we can do. When I get there early at my office and no one is there, I walk around the whole perimeter over and over and over again for 20 minutes saying the rosary and praying for every office door. I pray for them, especially the ones I don't like. I pray for them. And then I just keep praying, and then I'm walking. It's inside. It's on the carpet. I don't hurt my knees. I got my stationary bike. And we're going to talk a little bit about the high intensity training because I do that on my bike. We need to keep our mind calm and serene. We love PBS. We love All Creatures Great and Small. We love Around the World in 80 Days. They're feel-good shows. We love the Olympics. We just love to have things. I don't want to watch like CNN 24/7. As far as the quality of life goes, there's no doubt in my mind that mental health is far more important than what a person weighs. We need to take care of ourselves from here to here, and then the rest of it, it'll fall into place. Trust me, it will. And then it says, are you feeling hopeless despair or powerlessness? When all people want to do is lose weight, there's something more important that has to happen first. If you are a chronic dieter, yo-yo dieter, stress, binge, emotional eater, you need to find your way out of this pit. So your job is to feel better. Whether it's calling someone that you haven't talked to in a while. I called one of my college roommates that I hadn't talked to. We send a Christmas card every year, but I called her. We talked, we laughed, it was so much fun, I felt good. I got this book of crossword puzzles and I did it without Googling, no Googling. You can Google anything. I want to do it honest. Felt good to finish it. Listening to certain music feels good. You have to make a conscious choice to change. See, that's what we don't always want to do. But the trouble is, if we don't change, we're not going to be happy. We're not going to help our mental health. And number 3, we have to realize that it doesn't happen in a second. It's a journey. We started Pray It Off in September of 2021 again, and it's February. I'm just beginning to start to feel better. I'm just beginning to start like, okay, I can do this, There's lows in life and there's highs in life, but you know where we live, everybody? We live in the in-between. We don't live in the lows. We don't live in the highs. We're not winning the lottery every day. Or any day so far. We're not getting bad news every minute of every day. My God, I hope you're not. So we need to make the in-between better. Somebody says to me, about me, Bob and I said, we laugh all the time. We laugh. I think he's so funny. He thinks I'm so funny. Isn't that a great way to be? How can you be depressed or upset when we think we're so funny? And then sometimes we try to tell someone else how funny we think something is, and then they're like not laughing, and I look at him and I go, well, maybe it's just us. But anyway, remind me to tell you the fly story. That's one of my favorite ones. Okay, so that you're in control of what you're thinking, which means you're in control of what you're feeling. So we need to do something like play, something that's fun. I could work every minute of every day at the office, at home. There's work. You have to enjoy yourself at some time. I'm going to stop right there.